All right, the small red mist was early and I was late. I apologize for that. My bad, my bad. That is not cool, but you know, sometimes work runs a little late and you get interrupted. Tonight, an urban plague shall fall. Indeed. Indeed. Here's to hoping, at least. Here's to hoping. I say hoping because I don't know. We do have more of what we need. I don't know if we have all of what we need. We kind of just need to overwhelm Philip with burn and a lot of, you know what I mean when I say that. Anyone? I think I have a sty in my eye. Hey, Karos, how are you? I'm all right, Red. How are you? I'm all right. I'm all right. What's up? What's up, Turdmite? What's up? All right. Only one we got left. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The final one remains. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to desktop, and we're going to get started. No BS, no faffing about. I'm definitely not doing well. I am sorry to hear that, Red. I'm sorry. If I can do anything to help, let me know. I don't know that I can. I probably can't, realistically, but hopefully maybe the next, 2 hours will help to distract you a bit. Hello, how are you? Omar, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm here. You know, it's a Monday. Work was stressful, but it's work, so we're going to hopefully not let it carry over too much, and if it does, so be it, because sometimes things are stressful and things are hard, and that's okay. Anyway. Do any of you cause burn? I might try to make these two apply burn as well. When inflicting burn using combat pages, I might try the Stigma Workshop weaponry on this other Dante as well. You, Olivier, might be is not too invested. See, now I'm wondering if we go with a burn focus. When inflicting burn using combat pages, 50% chance to inflict 1 burn on successful attack. I wonder if we throw that in. And instead of liquefied flesh, maybe? Smoke overflow, excess supply. The character has 10 or more sex mode, deal 3 damage with plus 3 damage with attacks. I'm reheating some chicken tendies and fries for food. Oh, I'm jealous. I love chicken tenders. My goodness. Only thing better than chicken tenders, on average, is on the bone fried chicken from a place. You know what I mean? On the bone, just fried chicken. No additives, no fixins or anything. Just straight up as is. Smoke amplifies outgoing damage. When gaining smoke using combat pages, gain +1 additional stack. For some reason, I thought there was a inflict smoke page, but maybe there's not. Anyway. This is at 12. We're not at the maximum yet, so we could go burn. And we could do this. When inflicting burn using combat pages, apply 1 additional stack. I feel like I like that effect more than maybe some of these others. So maybe upon a successful slash attack, inflict 1 bleed next scene. I wonder if that can go. And inflicting burn applies extra. Could go instead. If target has 4 more burn, inflict 1 burn to all enemies. Inflict 2 burn. Yeah, this right can go. Slash stagger can stay. And Stigma Workshop goes in its place. And then potentially the same goes here. Like, we could almost do burn. 50% chance to inflict 1 burn on a successful attack. I kind of feel like that going in as well. And removing minimum offense. You know what I mean? So, like, remove minimum offense / stagger damage is fine, but I don't know. Does this even have a lot of slash? No, it's got more pierce than slash, and it's got some puncture because it's Dante, and we're going to be shifting around fatals and weaks and normals and endureds and stuff. And then this one, probably the same thing. Let's see if there's any more burn we can throw in here. I'm not sure there is, but there could be. Flaming Bat is already on here. Chicken legs go so hard. Dude, for real, though. For freaking real. Are chicken legs, if I remember correctly, are they the... No, that's the wing I'm thinking of. The leg is like... It's like bulbous at the bottom, and then it gets thin, and then it has a little head at the top that's like a bunch of like hard cartilage crap that you can't really eat, but they're really satisfying. Or is the leg the one that's like 2 bones that you can pull out of? Like you can pull 1 bone out and like slurp it off the bone. Those are flats, but I don't know if they're wings or legs. Art fight ends in about a week. Some would argue that every day could be art fight. I bet if you read, don't put pressure on yourself, because there's enough pressure on us as is in day-to-day life at this point in history. But I bet if you were to pretend as if, or spend every day as if art fight was coming to a close, or not coming to a close, was continuing for another week, you would probably develop your skills. Like frankly, you probably wouldn't believe. Like, it would probably legitimately be shocking as far as, like, growth goes. At the end of the scene, recover half the stagger damage taken during the scene. Minimum of 1. Does not activate while staggered. That's actually kind of nifty. Once per scene after suffering a one-sided attack, gain 1 protection. At the end of the scene, I think I'm going to go Mirage. Touché. I'm here. Hello, small red mist. What's the plan for today? Kill Philip. That's our plan for the day. You ever see the, it's kind of an older movie at this point, but the movie John Tucker Must Die? John Philip Must Die. That's the goal for today. When inflicting burn, using combat pages, apply 1 additional stack at the end of the scene. Let's confirm that. We're good to go there. Let's double check this. 10 out of 12, and we're using pretty much all we can with the Flaming Bat. We're about to just dump flame and smoke. Smoke on ourselves, flame onto him, and then we're gonna turn him into the Human Torch. We hate Philip. We really do. Let's get this over with. Don't care. Alright, now if I remember correctly, at the start of each scene, exhaust all pages. Takes no damage from burn. That's fine, because we're not worried about the damage from burn, we're worried about burn being afflicted. When inflicting burn, use combat pages, apply 1 additional stack. He's gonna hit us, but we need to just not let him hit. Whenever I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. Whenever the emotion level rises, inflict 3 burn to all characters, including self. Gain power by half the current emotion level. Rounded down. Bless you. Thank you, Red. If the character has 15 or more burn at the start of the scene, become overheated. That's what we need. 15 burn. Dealing more damage with attacks, but becoming more vulnerable to stagger damage. Yeah, so burn for him works like smoke puffy broom. He's got puffy fumes, I guess. While overheated, inflict 1 burn to target on hit, and inflict 1 burn to attacker when hit. Crackling Hot. HP does not go below 60% of max HP. When staggered, proceeds to the next phase. Changes resistances and purge all status ailments from self. So yeah, our primary objective is literally just burn Baby, burn. You will burn. You will feel the wrath. So, like in this case, maybe we... I almost wonder if we Chi Wen and Forward March. Uriel Eduardo de Jesus. I'm not sure what that says, but hello, welcome to the stream. I'm thinking maybe inflict 3 burn to each other. Is interesting, but I don't know. On hit, inflict 3 burn to each other. That's another. Take 10 less damage from burn for this scene. On use, if user has burn, recover 4 HP. I think we save that and we go beyond. Because we could deflect and possibly roll higher and just... I mean, we get page draw, we get deflect, which is going to deal a little bit of stagger damage, I hope, by default, and then we'll go from there. And then on top of that, we can go beyond here. We don't currently have any boosts, do we? On a melee hit, 9 children. If the emotion level is 2. If the target has burn, boost the power of offensive dice by +1. When inflicting burn, use combat pages. Yeah. So just a bunch of burn could happen here if we're able to pull it off. The tricky part is pulling it off. But I believe in us. Conflicting emotions. Waned Eventide. 7 to 10 versus a 3 to 10. There's a good chance that he doesn't outroll the second. And then we block with the third. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and boost our strength here, I think. So now... gain 1 strength and deal 2 more damage and stagger damage with attacks this scene. I was mostly worried about the strength, so that's fine. What happens with it, though? Are we Gion? Yeah, we are Gion. Gion, on use. All dice on this page gain +1 power. So yeah, that's actually going to be perfect for clashing with this. For now. I don't know that we'll keep that. We'll see. And where's this 5 wanting to clash? With Dante. Interesting. Okay. I think Dante probably works out better sturdy defensing here. And just that being that. And then the rest of these are going to be only if burn is applied. So, let's look at this. When inflicting burn, using combat pages, apply 1 additional stack. The only way you're going to apply burn is if you actually do deal burn damage. Which means we technically need to Fiery Dragon Slash here. Which honestly sucks a little bit, but I do think it will be beneficial for us to apply as much burn as early on as possible while we can. And I do want the clash... Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to have you clash with just one of them instead. With Dante. I like the Mirror's burn potential more. So we'll clash there. And there. There and there. Yep. With strength. And there and there. Okay. And there's only one block that's going to happen. Well, not going to happen, but Queen of Rabies. Rabies. Nice. And go. Apply all of the burn, please. Nice. No burn applied, but maybe a bit of smoke, potentially. Nice. Get that stagger damage on down. Apply the burn. We got deflected. That's okay. Rabies on a stick. That's my favorite evening snack. How'd you guess? We're already at 11 burn, people. This is insane. 16 burn. 17 burn. I repeat, 17 burn has already been applied. We are now in the danger zone. When hit, inflict 1 to 3 burn to the attacker and gain a buff at a 40% chance next scene. That's going to Malkuth. It didn't change. Why didn't it change? Oh, he's only at 14 because he lost a third of it. That's frustrating. The character has 15 or more burn at the start of the scene. Become overheated. Dealing more damage with attacks, but becoming more vulnerable. Okay. Okay, that's a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. But we can make it work. It is what it is. Emotional turbulence will actually be really good here, I think. It'll be better later on. I don't wonder if we shouldn't do... It's got a 5 to 9 dodge initially. Emotional turbulence would bypass it, whereas... Fiery Dragon Slash would inflict burn, but only if it hits. And you're only at... I kind of think we go here. Then we go here. Have both of those clash there. Then... Fiery Waltz. If target has 4 or more burn, inflict 1 burn to all enemies, is actually going to come in handy because it will be more burn that gets applied, technically, just by default. And then here, we're going to have Miris do... Probably not a Beyond, if I'm being honest. I kind of think I like maybe... The only people that can pull are either this Dante or Miris. Go ahead and draw a page. Multi-slash, interesting, okay. We'll probably use this as an opportunity to gain some smoke. Let's go ahead and do that now. Okay. And then Miris, I guess, is going to take this over. It's not impossible that we completely block the damage altogether. So how is the war going? We started with a lot of burn and a little bit of stagger damage, actually. So it's going. I'm tempted to say anything more than that, if you want me to be honest with you. I just feel that... Wait a second. When targets hit by melee attacks from this character take burn damage at the end of the scene they were attacked, they also take stagger damage equal to half of the burn damage. That's actually pretty awesome. When inflicting burn using combat pages, apply 1 additional stack. Flaming Bat, 50% chance to inflict 1 burn on a successful attack. At the start of the scene, recover. Alright. I think we do Coordinated Assault. Because even if that first one doesn't land because it outrolls us for some reason, I feel as though we have good odds to at least get that third hit in and be okay there as far as getting some damage down. And then we can also do that to apply more burn, and that to apply even more burn, transferring that back to you, Malkuth. And on top of all of that, do you have Burning or Flaming Bat? You do. And there's a chance that the combat page will apply even more. Or at least 1 additional. So maybe... We definitely save Steel Knuckles. However, I think we Will of the Prescript, transferring back to Malkuth, and we multi-slash for just ridiculous page draw. Go. We need all of the burn applied here. Good dodge, good dodge. 18 burn. We're still at 18 burn for some reason. We need more to apply. 19, there's 1 more. There's some smoke down. There's 29 burn. 34. 37. Keep it up, 39. 40. 41. All right, 41 burn. He's definitely going to be overheated. We're going to try to keep him there for the remainder of this period so that we can just overwhelm him with force, the likes of which he's never seen. Okay, we're going to pull Searing Resolution. And we're going to pull the other Searing Resolution. We're going to... I think for that one, we save Sturdy Defense because there will be a big boy card being played at some point. We don't know when, but it will happen. I kind of think maybe... I think we coordinated Assault here. It's a bit Scorched Earth, but also, given the current opponent, it sort of makes sense. Alright, next up. Take 10 less damage from burn for this scene. On use, if user has burn, recover 4 HP. What's our max HP? Shiwen would technically heal us. Inflict 3 burn to each other, inflict 3 burn to each other. That would be a lot more burn inflicted. I think we do that. And I think we Will of the City as well. So there. I think we Will of the City. Do we? Restore 3 light? Yeah, why not? And then we also... I would Mangle, but we're going to get him down to 60% HP probably after this turn. I think we should apply Fresh Bleed after that happens, not before. And also, I'm talking out of my ass because I can't even do anything because I'm using all of my light here, so I definitely need to just focus on light gain primarily. So never mind, disregard what I said. I was just saying things. We're definitely going to save Flaming Dragon Fist. Save Flaming Dragon Fist. And honestly, we're probably just going to... Grazing Grass here. And to go up against this, we need quite a bit. I kind of wonder if Mangle isn't going to be the move here. If not, maybe even Will the Prescript. Have the amount of status ailments on self rounded up. I think we Will the Prescript. Yeah. There's a non-zero chance we outroll that, and Dante is fine for now. So let's double-check everything. And go. That's fine. We need to continually outroll him and do tons and tons of stagger damage while we have the opportunity here. And we're kind of slipping a little bit. We're not doing great, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that any of this is good so far. That was the first bout that went well. Still not awesome. He's blocking quite a bit of that damage. If we can stagger him, that would have been nice, but we did not. The first 2 combat pages the librarian uses after this abnormality page is selected gained the Matchlight status. I feel like Matchlight's going to be tricky. Upon winning a clash, deal bonus stagger damage equal to the dice's value at a 20% chance. Clashing against the same target multiple times will increase the likelihood. The combat page with the highest cost in hand is chosen. Using pages with the same name will decrease the cost of every copy of that page the character currently owns by 1. We could get Raging Storm to be a bit cheaper. I think Happy Memories to Malkuth. And now we overwhelm. That's our only mission currently, is to overwhelm him with obscene force. Emotional Turbulence, it's your time to shine. We're then going to Multi-Slash. And we're then going to Graze. To keep our light as high as possible, because I'm not certain that we go up to Emotion Level 4. It's possible, not super likely. Therefore, we need to be assuming that it just won't happen at all. Now, how do we want this to shake up for us? I'm thinking Will the Prescript. We are strengthened. Our evade dice aren't doing much, but we do have dice power +1 because of Smoke 9. So that's decent. It's fine. I think we also go ahead and just to ensure our odds are high, we can test run as well. Transferring that back. Let's see. We have quite a bit of smoke on everyone. Or not smoke, sorry. Burn. I'm thinking maybe we after image there, shake off some of our burn, and then we can also go ahead and frontal assault to gain some light. I think Mirrors with Beyond is kind of the perfect solution for conflicting emotions, so we'll do that. We can also maybe Will of the City for the light draw, or sorry, page draw and light restoration. Not clashing there, though. I think we can also, let's see, we're going to be at 60% health, presumably, after this. Assuming we roll even decently well. With that in mind, we might want to continue saving Mangle and maybe Will of the Prescripting. So maybe we Will of the Prescript and then Multi-Slash to go ahead and get some cards stacked up along with some light gain. And go. Yep. Yep. Very nice. All right. We're now at 60%, or at least we're about to be. I think we've passed it. I'm not really sure. There it goes. Okay, we got to the next phase just in time. That was perfect. For the rest of the act, inflict 6 bind to a random enemy at the start of the scene. Pierce dice gain 1 to 2 power when attacking that enemy. Interesting. Who's got a lot of Pierce going on? You definitely, well, I don't know, a reasonable amount. In the interest of keeping it, when hit, inflict 1 to 3 burn and 1 to 3 bleed to the attacker next scene. Spores is pretty good. How do we feel, chat? How do we feel? Do we think Spores or Vines? The enemy who dealt the most damage to the selected librarian is marked. Other allies deal 2 to 4 more damage to the marked foe with their attacks. What do we think? What do we think? How do we feel? We've got Spores available to us, and we've got Vines available to us. I don't see Worker Bee being a better option than either of these two, but I am fully open to any suggestions that you may or may not have. With Spores, we could consistently inflict burn and bleed. What does Vine do again? It applies bind, and then Pierce dice gain 1 to 2 power when attacking that enemy. So Pierce dice do gain power, however, a lot of my current pages are slash and blunt. There's not a ton of Pierce to go around in general on anyone at this current moment in time. On top of that, it's a random enemy. It's a single random enemy. Against them specifically, Pierce is boosted. Whereas Spore, as long as I'm hit, like if I put this on Malkuth, if I'm hit, 1 to 3 burn and 1 to 3 bleed gets applied, which means a little bit of extra damage, more burn being applied, which gets us to the overheated mark faster. I'm leaning towards Spores, but I want to be dissuaded of that if I need to be. Then Spores might be the best choice here. Sounds good. Spore it is on Malkuth. Now, this is the part I always get tripped up on. I never know which ego page is the best. I either always accidentally just choose one, or I choose the wrong, well, not wrong, but like not the most efficient one. Recover 3 HP. Recycle this die unless it rolls the minimum value up to 5 times. Wing Beat for the health recovery is interesting, considering how much burn is going around and how many, like, Reinhardt could use some HP, like some healing. Angel could technically use a bit more healing. But then again, Hornet is a 9 to 32, inflicting 5 fragile. And the Forgotten destroys all of opponent's dice on Clash win. Extra heal never hurts. Wing beat it is. And now the crying children have arrived. And for those reasons, we Raging Storm. We're going to go and try to get rid of them as quickly as possible, I think. And it's a mass individual, but that second 8 to 20 is going to absolutely overwhelm that card. So that's good. We want that for sure. I'm also going to go there. We want to avoid that Feeble if possible. That is a lot of attack. I don't really want to use True Trigram yet. Gains additional effects. Not like we haven't already used it, though. Restore 1 light. Very natural usage there. And Gam. On use, restore 1 light. So that makes it 1 cheaper. And that could be interesting. I'll just double checking to make sure. I think this page makes the most sense for it. 8 to 11 to a 5 to 8. We win that no matter what. Which means 5 free damage on top of the mass attack. And then that leaves us open to also hit Philip. And I think for Philip, we're going to go ahead and... There's a lot of block dice happening that we will have to clash with no matter what. Our 3 to 7 versus some 4 to 7, some 4 to 6s isn't incredible. But it is the best we've got, and we can gain some more smoke that way. Or at least keep the smoke applying, so we'll go there. Murmur. I think Murmur... I don't think we go there with that. Wowee. Eyeless Knife, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We don't have enough to do anything else, so Forward March is kind of our only option. The question is, would Forward March apply anywhere here? I don't think it does. So I think Forward March going there unopposed makes sense. Hi. Hello, welcome, welcome. How are you tonight? Hopefully well. Hopefully very well. I think we Sturdy Defense, Restrain. I feel like that card is calling for it. Bored, honestly. I hope I can help with that boredom. I don't know that I can, but I will try my darndest to do so. I think we Mangle Wound of Sorrow, because a lot of those cards are comparable rolling, and we can absorb some of that 6 to 10 without it being absolutely devastating. We could also Wing Beat at any given time. However, I don't know. We're kind of handling it for now. And I think we are better off spending our efforts elsewhere, like keeping them from getting too out of control. For example, a Mangle there. What happens after we get him? While overheated, inflict 1 burn. When Unspeaking Child is defeated, lose power by the number of Unspeaking Children that have been put down so far next scene. Okay, so he could lose 1 strength or 1 power. That's nice. I'm planning on installing this game because I never saw this game, so I sort of decide to come here to see the gameplay. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's very difficult, so if... I always take this as a challenge because I'm an idiot, but if it ever gets to be like a lot, just know that that's the game, so nothing abnormal going on there. Just it's just the game's special little way of telling you to get good. If you like deck building game, you might like it. Yeah, I like a good deck builder. Like I bought the remaster or remake collection, the collection of Mega Man Battle Network, because I loved those games back in the day. The Kingdom Hearts game for the Game Boy Advance, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I think was also a deck builder. Such a sucker for those. Such a sucker. But keep in mind, the difficulty spikes are something, to say the least. I've been stuck on this game for multiple hours several times. We're 150 hours in, so it's It's not a short game. I'm more into RPGs or adventure games. No Man's Sky. Play No Man's Sky. If you haven't yet, or if you've not really heard of it, you're welcome. If anything, I'm really jealous that you haven't played it. Assuming you haven't, if you haven't. Maybe we go Fiery Waltz. You know, a Fiery Waltz may actually do better there. No Man's Sky sounds interesting. Have you not played or heard me talk about or seen me play No Man's Sky, Master Flink? No Man's Sky is one of my favorite games of all time. Could I have context of the game? You explore galaxies, planets, and creatures. You're playing in the same universe as the rest of the player base, but the universe is so large you don't really run into people that often unless you go to like the home world. Not home world, it's like a hub that everyone can go to. And to put the numbers into perspective, usually one galaxy has like, let's say it's over 1 million. It's several million star systems. Each star system has like 4 or 5 planets. So you go 4 or 5 planets within a star system. You can explore that planet, and if you're there for if you're the first person there, you get bonuses for being the first to explore it and discover it. You can name it, and you can fly down to that planet in your spaceship. No loading screens. Fly straight down. Sky Children of the Light. Never heard of it, but maybe. But you fly straight into this planet with no loading screens. You can land. You can discover and name all of the foliage, the minerals, the creatures, like the life forms on this planet. And then if you get bored of it, you can fly real time, go to the next planet, do the same thing, and you can warp to other star systems. So there's like millions of star systems per galaxy, and there's 256 galaxies. There's something like... There's several trillion planets that are potentially available to explore. So you might run into some planets that some people have explored, because the game's been around since like 2014 or 15, something like that. But the odds are very, very low. And you always get spawned, as far as I know, I think you always get spawned in a system that no one's discovered. That sounds really cool. Reminds me of Starlink. Yeah, it could be similar to Starlink. The librarians listening to you yap, like, yeah, honestly, DJ, welcome to the stream. They're probably like, can we get this started? Can we go? Got tired of candle runs and stopped playing Sky. What does that mean? Candle runs and stopped playing Sky. Hey, everybody, it's me, the guy. Indeed, DJ is the guy. I don't really know. I only know about Keter in this game. Oh, there's so much more to it than that. But yes, I mean, yeah. Emotional turbulence, I think makes sense here. Dum ba dum ba dum, bum ba bum ba bum, bum ba bum ba bum, bum ba bum ba bum, bum bum ba ba ba. You know, I almost wonder for real if Sturdy Defense doesn't make more sense there. Coordinated assault goes through, and then we Fiery Dragon slash this. Yeah. And we're clashing everywhere. And we're using a mass. And go. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah. Only 11, I'm not going to lie, is a little disappointing. Oh, my lord. Did I not block that? I guess not. Nice. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of the children all at once. I don't think we will, but brutal but so cool. Emotional damage. Damage more like emotional turbulence. Exactly. I'm a recurring character, indeed. Another game called Sky Children of Light. I think Eyeless just mentioned that. Oh, okay. Master Flink, you're probably responding to that game being mentioned. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay, what's going on here? Fierce Spirit. We're at 13 burn here. A little bit of smoke. And Angel is probably dead. Interesting. So obviously Wound of Sorrow we can't really allow to happen for several reasons. And I think that if we be on one of them and see 5 to 9, 3 to 7, Hmm. 5 to 8, 5 to 9, 4 to 10. We're kind of banking on a lot going well there, but I think After Image could pull something off. Could I have context of the game you're playing? Yeah, it's a really difficult deck builder in the world of Project Moon. This is a sequel game, but the first game is not necessary. Essentially, we are a library, and people come here to try to acquire books from it, and books were previously existing people. And whenever they show up, they're trying to steal the books because they want the power those books contain. And we stop them from obtaining those books by defeating them, and then by turning them into books as well, which starts the vicious cycle of slowly stronger and stronger people showing up to obtain more and more books, or like this group of individuals is trying to do, tear down the whole thing. So we're essentially trying to keep the entire library from being torn down, in essence. And for this, I think we go... Definitely not Will of the City, because you're strengthened. Smoke Blow could work. But that does put us on even keel, and I don't really want that, because screw you, that's why. So maybe we go Strength. And that puts this at a 6... No, a 7-9, because of Strength 2. So kind of like Guardians? I'm not sure. I don't know what Guardians is, to be honest. Angela shanks a lost, wayward, pregnant woman for the 2-for-1 book deal. Barnes & Noble is getting scary out here, boys and girls. Watch out for your local Barnes & Noble. They'll mess you up. I think this might be the move, actually, Smoke Prick. And then we follow that up with... Man, that's overwhelming, huh? I guess technically a Smoke Blow would be the best move there, to kind of pull the attention off of us there. Now that I think about it, what else do you play? Eyeless, we stream and play kind of a lot of everything. Every month I review PlayStation's free games of the month, so that's like there's a lot of videos on here from the previous PlayStation Plus free game months. No Man's Sky. I just started Death Stranding, the first one, so that I'll be ready to play the second one whenever it comes out. I've played a lot of Call of Duty. I've played some Get to Work. Forza Horizon 5 is a lot of fun. I streamed the finals for a little bit there. I have Elden Ring. Haven't started it yet. Lakin. Oh, this is way ahead of me in Ruina. Since I'm here, might as well ask. How the hell do you beat Callie? Oh, man, that's been so long ago for me. I don't remember. Chat, how did we beat Callie? Like, sheesh, that's genuinely been so long. Well, I'm sort of new to this channel, so I think I'll be here often. Eyeless, I would greatly appreciate that. If you would like to, please do. If you get sick of me, completely understandable as well. I think maybe we go... That 3 to 7's a little concerning, but we're going to go for it anyway. For the page draw and light gain, and I think we're also gonna multi-slash there, perhaps. I can't do anything about that, so we're probably gonna have to let it through. I don't want to deal with Disarm and Feeble, but I'm not sure we have much of a choice here. Also, Chi Wen would help us prevent a lot of burn damage. But does it roll as high? It doesn't. Well, that's not accurate. It doesn't roll as potentially high. It has a potential. It has the potential to roll lower. And if we leave Beyond, we can actually defend ourselves a little bit from this card. So I think Beyond still makes the most sense. Unfortunately. That kind of sucks. Man, we're getting kind of assaulted from all sides, huh? Not gonna lie, I feel so sorry for Philip. Poor guy got shit healed for the entire game. I don't feel bad for him at all. I wish he would burn and die a slow, painful death, that dumb ass. I hope and pray for his downfall. Like, that's how I genuinely feel about Philip. He sucks. I hate him so much. He is the worst. He is worthless incarnate. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's genuinely, I would say, how I feel about Philip. Screw that guy. Alright, we're going to lose out on the light gain, but it is what it is. I am going to go ahead and multi-slash. Who's the closest? And you don't have anything else hitting you, so we're going to multi-slash you. And that should get rid of you. Keyword is should. We'll see how it goes. We're not blocking that, but also that's going to get spent elsewhere, so Angel should survive long enough to get killed not long after this. What did Philip do? Is Philip like the reincarnation of King Von? I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with King Von. I don't follow hip-hop like that. But as a creative individual, I sometimes pull characters out of my ass on the spot to fill in a void. I wish I could do that. I'm not very good at creating original characters. But no, he's just a big old fucking wuss. He flees. He runs away because he's a little bitch boy baby. He's a misguided little goober. Poor guy couldn't even develop ego. Oh, I'll tell you what he can develop. A severe case of death. Crap. 13 plus damage. That's really, really bad. Malkuth seems to be doing okay health-wise, but is 100% probably not far from being staggered. All right, then. Come on, get a hit off. Get a hit off, please. Wow, even Wingbeat couldn't keep up. That's awesome. He's just the master of strategical retreat. Yeah, let's call it that. Terraria activities, these attacks are ludicrous. Yeah, I'm getting pretty screwed right now, I think, is what's happening. It's what it feels like, at least. Not everyone who works with forces... Everyone who he works with forces him to retreat. No, I think he chooses that because he's scared. He's a little baby. Salvador and Yuna got him to run away, and Oscar strapped a teleporter on him. Nah, he abandoned his friends, and then he was given a get-out-of-jail-free card. Like some kind of fucking ghost-type Pokemon. Can always flee bullshit. All allies except the selected librarian lose 10 HP. The librarian recovers as much HP as others lost from this effect, and gains 3 strength and 3 haste this scene. That's so much. Oh, dead anyway. Okay. No one else can really afford to lose HP, so we're definitely not going that route. I think we kind of have to go, I guess, Worker Bee, maybe? The enemy who dealt the most damage to the selected librarian is marked. Other allies deal 2 to 4 damage, 2 to 4 more damage to the marked foe with their attacks. I think we go Worker Bee. I mean, if I was fighting someone like the red fucking must, missed, I would run till I forget how my legs work. I mean, same, but I'm still gonna insult him for it. All right, everyone at home. 4th match flame. I assume green stem or hornet. Ba, 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 ba. Bum, bada, bum, bada, bum, bada, bum. Yo, is that great split lesbian? What does that mean? Great split lesbian. Which one is great split lesbian? 4th match flame? And why is it called that? Or why are you calling it that? I need a drink. Get some water. I'm getting cottonmouth. So is that you saying you want me to take fourth match flame? Master Flank, he said, great split lesbian. If you know, you know. I had to find a word that had 3 syllables. Oh, because fourth match flame. Okay. Yeah, definitely not great split burn. That would work too well, right? All right. Great thrust vertical. Okay. Now we're just getting a little too creative, I think. We're gonna have to calm down. Let's tamper down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Combusting courage. Oh, hell, buddy. You've messed up so badly by letting me do this. I kind of wonder if we shouldn't Tao Tai and fourth match flame. I'm kind of thinking we Tao Tai to here, and we fourth match flame to here. And just go ahead and try and dump our whole sack and scrotum onto his forehead. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope that sounds reasonable. I only intend it to be reasonable. However, also, I hope he dies a horrible death. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that sound about right? Is that okay to say? I hope I'm not out of line saying that. Freak Botomy Corporation. Are we involving Red Mist or something? Mass Flank said, so, I ever tell you about Arson Man? He's a joke character, so expect the worst. You have not, but a joke character sounds freaking phenomenal, so hit me with it, please. Let's see, Multi-Slash, you're done? You're so done? It's funny. It's actually really funny. You're so dead. It's hilarious. In the meantime, though, I think I need to test run there. And I'll hit you with something else if I need to, or should. For example, Miras is where at? Miras, aka Griffin. Griffin. Emotion level 5, so emotional turbulence is going to be peak right here. And as a result, we are going to emotional turbulence, probably that card. If target has 10 or more burn, inflict 1 burn to all characters. We don't, so yeah, that's kind of perfect. And it should feasibly outroll most of that. That is, however, everything we have to spend. We can also forward march right there. All right, we're kind of blowing everything on this one move, so hopefully it goes well for us. Because if not, I don't really know what we're going to do. That does not roll 25, does it? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That loses no matter what, so I don't even have to roll against that. We're clashing with that. You're getting hit. You're clashing with that. You also don't roll high enough. There's a slight chance you roll high enough. Doubtful because you're a piece of shit. Sorry, did I say that out loud? They gotta add Arson Man to Library of Ruina. I got his name. I got this name, fuck-ass. The same fuck-ass ad that won't load. Uh-oh. He has literally 4 HP in a dream. Who has 4 HP? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that kid will survive. He's got this. He is literally able to create limitless of anything, even slightly related to fire or explosions, but he's as dumb as a live grenade. Are live grenades dumb? Like, is he on the verge of exploding at any moment? Is he, like, emotionally inept? Or, like, emotionally an idiot? Like, low emotional IQ? Is that what we're getting at? I think I'm gonna go ahead and start hitting Philip with everything. Because we need to. Like, in this moment, we genuinely need to. Target is 4 more burn. Inflict 1 burn to all enemies. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe to there, but then moving that back over to there. Yeah. Then I don't need to clash with that, so we're gonna Fiery Dragon Slash, I think. Yep. Uh-huh. And then we're also going to... It's funny because we got Philip in Libus Company. Did we really? I can't wait to add him to my team just to lose on purpose to watch him die over and over and over again. And just got him a few hours before coming here. Oh, okay. Oh no, he's similar to Captain Underpants in the fact that he's overpowered and a nice guy, but he's dumb as shit. Oh, okay. That's a good... I really enjoy those concepts. There's an FX show called Legion, where, like, if you're familiar with Marvel and X-Men, this guy, I think, was an X-Men. I can't remember his name. I think the character's name is Legion, but the guy, like, the man, was named something. And he's essentially limitless on power, but a close to as powerful villain locked him within his own mind as a baby. And the show is like him going through therapy and trying to figure himself out to, like, break out of essentially his own prison. Funny thing is, Arson Man is not the strongest joke character. No, that would be One Punch Man. Yeah, that would be the strongest joke character in history, or in existence, I should say. All right, you're clashing there. We're good to go. I think we go ahead and Will of the City. And Graze the Grass. 3, 4 light gain, so we'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light next turn, which opens us up to then Yazi or even Pulao if we decide. Yeah, okay. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Let's go. Are we ready? I meant in my verse I made, but yeah. Oh, no, yeah, I was just being funny, DJ. We got Phase 2, too. Phase 2 is in the one with, like, where he's got wings and one, like, the searing sword in his hand. Go! 26. Get outrolled, all of you. You dumb, pointless children. 31, get outrolled. And you're about to get staggered, big boy. And you're going to lose so much strength next turn. Oh my goodness. Yes. That's fine. You will get staggered. There's only so much you can hold back. He's been staggered. The question is, will he fall? I don't know if I can kill him here or not, for several reasons. He stopped taking damage, so there's another phase. Go figure. All I have to say to that is go figure. A lot of strong cards and a mass individual. Interesting that you would do that right now. Very interesting. An 8 to 14 for a mass individual is actually really annoying. Because I think that means that we're going to get kind of pooped on. All of my characters are busted in a way, but have an exploitable weakness, except for the joke characters. That makes a lot of sense, actually. +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. That puts this at, honestly, a pretty decent page for Scorching Desperation, specifically. 3 HP. My god. Okay. And you're reset, so we really need to be applying as much burn as possible. Fourth match flame is almost back up already, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so I've got +1 because I'm at emotion level 3 or above. If target has burn, boost the power of offensive dice by +1. So +1 I'm going to say it is +2/+1. All right. +3/+2. +3/+2. +3/+2. Reminder to like the stream. Thank you, DJ. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribe if you're here and you haven't yet. That would honestly be really cool of you. We're at +3/+2, which means, by that I'm saying +3 to offensive, +2 to defensive. And emotional turbulence gets another +2 because we're at emotion level 4. And every 2 emotion levels, it goes up 1. So we're technically at a +3/+2, +5, +4. So 5 to there, 4 to there. So that's an 8 to 12. Honestly, not bad. Legitimately. Like, very feasible to go up against Wound of Sorrow, I think. Actually. And then we could also do Chi Wen against Eventide. Okay. And then a multi-slash, mostly as a cleanup measure to, like, keep our stuff up and ready for 4th Match Flame, because we're definitely going to want that to happen next. Honestly, I think Flaming Dragon Fist happens here just to stay alive. We're going to take damage, like hella damage, no matter what. But I think Flaming Dragon Fist is sort of our only move to not just completely be wiped off the face of the earth. So maybe Flaming Dragon Fist there. Forward March there. No. No. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. There's too many counter cards. I don't want to risk anything happening. 8 to 17 against 8 to 14 is actually not insane and could be pulled off. The only thing that worries me is clashing against Wound of Sorrow, because it makes sense to, but it also makes me very nervous. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We're definitely kind of all in right now. We either are going to win or we're going to lose this. Does Angela ever try to flirt with anyone? No. Well, maybe Roland a bit. All right, 4 Trigram, what you got? 8 to 11. Not good enough, but it's also all you have. Oh, no. We can't even wing beat. We can restore some light, which does give us access to wing beat, but we literally are going to be stronger using this. We'll restore extra light, I guess. Sheesh, okay. Where do we even go with it? A 7 to 10? That is actually an 8 to 11. I think Wound of Sorrow might... I think it might be safer to go Wound of Sorrow with Trigram formation. As insane as that sounds, I think we have a higher chance of outrolling there. And again, I don't think we do anything else because there's too much at stake. Too many characters are at risk, and I would rather them take the brunt of the next, like what's to come next, rather than any of them die now and not defend Malkuth, assuming she gets staggered. I hope she doesn't, but we do have to kind of be prepared for that eventuality and potentiality. So, without any further ado, let's see how this goes. Whew. Did not outroll there. That's great. Did not outroll there. Even better. We've staggered. We've officially staggered. This is not good. We did get a hit off, so that's something. Oh my god, we lost Malkuth. I think we lost it, boys. I think we're literally just done. Yep. Pretty sure you can shoot Queen of Hatred to death as a viable strategy. Interesting. Very risky turn, but 2 of them will probably die. I mean, there was less risk and more just that was where we were at with it. That's kind of what we had to do, you know? Is there anything I can or should change, in your guys' opinion, on that one? I feel like all that I can really do is keep trying until we roll well enough. Yes, no, maybe? Do you agree or disagree? Play the hentai mod on April 1st? I don't want to get banned or a strike on my channel, so no, but I'll think about it. This is the closest we got, so yeah. So just so just go again. Here we go. Skip. All right. We need to apply hella burn, just like last time. So probably Fiery Dragon Slash to start us out. Excuse me. And what's happening? Oh, okay. Fiery Dragon Slash, although Emotional Turbulence might actually get us more burn. Let's go Emotional Turbulence and Multi-Slash. Okay. Then we'll go Smoke Prick. Get Unlock started up. Iron Wall. And Multi-Slash. That 5 is so annoying because what do I even do with that? I gotta change up my whole shit. Just because of that. Inflict 1 burn to each other. We kind of win either way. I would rather win the engagement there, but if we don't, then that still kind of potentially works for us. We're going to take off Emotional Turbulence and move it here because we literally have to. I don't want to, but I don't know what else to do there. We don't want Multi-Slash to clash there, so we're going to take Mirrors and throw Coordinated Assault at this. The emotion coins aren't awesome, but they're better than just about any other result, more or less. Page draw. Yeah. Page draw. Okay, go. Not nearly enough burn going down yet, and we lost that engagement, so this is already kind of starting off in a way that we're going to lose. Holy shit, it's the red rabies? Indeed. I literally don't know how this game works, so I'm in no position to pass judgment. Well, if you have any advice, feel free to shed light, because I will take whatever hints or advice I can get at this point. Oh god, what do? We lose. Like, legitimately, we're kind of in the same boat we were before. Not great. It could certainly be worse. I just wish we were better off. Do you know what I mean? We're going to go Fiery Dragon Slash there. And beyond there. The idea being that we can block and stuff and things. And I like being able to block and stuff and things. So therefore, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? I think we're also going to go ahead and True Trigram. All dice on this power gain. All dice on this page gain +1 power. So we'll Gion. And then we will unlock again. Transferring back that. Transferring that back there. That's what I should have said. 3 to 7 versus a 3 to 8. I think we can safely and reliably will the prescript there, while also frontal assaulting there, and just kind of hope that we get him overheated. I really wish he was already overheated, but I'm not sure if I can put that much. Am I capable of putting that much burn down? Is that what's happening? I just can't. Like, I'm incapable of it, genuinely. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Anyway, let's just try and inflict some more burn, shall we? Ooh, I would have liked the chance to put a bit of blood, bit more bleed, but whatever. Your prescript is to take a shower, go outside and touch grass, and go get a job. I like that you censored job. That's very funny. Very fitting for just online culture. Alright, we're at 26 burn. So we should have plenty. 32, even better. Not as much burn as last time, interestingly. But still quite a bit. Me when no goon. Okay. Alright then. Let's go ashes again. I don't think we did anything wrong last time, so we're just gonna stick to what we were doing. We're going to go ahead and stagger him right now and try to get him as low as we can as quickly as possible. I do have 5 burn. We're going to go ahead and Chi Wen. I feel like Chi Wen probably makes the most sense here. And we're going to Chi Wen maybe this. 5 to 9, 4 to 7, 6 to 8, 4 to 7, 3 to 8, 5 to 9. I think we can successfully get a hit off there. I think Will of the Prescript didn't work too well last time. And we're going to save Sturdy Defense for now. What is this? Searing Resolution. Sparingly Stigmatize. 4 to 8, 4 to 8. I think Coordinated Assault here. Okay. I have reason to believe this chat has died. Yeah, there's not as many people in here, so I mean, you're probably not wrong. Beautiful thing about chat, it's kind of like a comic book character. Only Uncle Ben is truly dead. You know? You've heard that before, right? Surely you've heard that before. Chat is dead. Distorted had killed it. Nice. 3 to 7, 3 to 7. I think that might actually be our best bet. There's a good chance that we roll a tie there. And then we can get our light right back and draw a page, and unlock is ready and going. Like it has gotten off the ground. We've already used that. Yep. Can you do anything else? I'm thinking maybe you should go ahead and Will of the City on top of other stuff. Karos pops his domain expansion. Get out of my stream, chat, bitch. Killed everyone. Not speaking much because I am doing something right now. And most of the others who are usually in chat are not there yet. There you go. So that's pretty much why. Yeah, it makes sense. Like I said, chat never truly dies. There's just lulls. It's kind of like the Discord. Like, it'll die one day, I'm sure. But I mean, not everyone's going to be in there every day, constantly communicating, kind of like in chat. I think we'll go ahead and inflict some bleed while we can. And then also no, I think it actually makes more sense to page draw and then gain light. Yeah. That feels the most reasonable. I think we might need to go ahead and keep inflicting some burn. Then again, does it lose a third? Take a third and subtract a third. What's a third of 25? I'm going to get real specific here. 25 divided by 3 is 8. So it'll lose 8. 25 minus 8 would be what? 17? 16? 25 minus 8 would be 17. So he's still above 15. So we don't technically need any more burn right now. So we're going to light gain. Set ourselves up for the next one. The next, like, run of stuff that's about to happen. Ooh, I almost missed a complete... I need to will the prescript here. That's better. Okay. Almost totally missed that. That would have been really, really bad, actually. Like, genuinely concerning and just not a good move. We're going to gain light. Just in case. And that's it. Go. Nice. That was really good. That was really bad. But we got him back, so cool. Just hurry up and stagger him. Damn, it can't be that hard. Really? Really? Might need to use something other than Dante. Or give Dante more burn resources. I don't know. There's the stagger. Alright. We basically need to just kill now. Upon winning a clash, deal bonus stagger damage. Highest cost. Oh no. Why do I feel like we did a lot more damage by this point last time? Am I wrong in thinking that? This sucks. We did? Yeah, okay, so we probably lost. My assumption is that we lost here. Maybe that's not the correct way to think, but it also feels pretty Doom-esque at the moment. And I'm not talking about the video game either. I wish I were. That would make this hopeful. And potentially pleasant, but this game is never either of those things. Da-da. How much smoke would that give? 2 would put us at 8. That might be a mistake. We'll see. We will have to wait and see. Okay. I think that goes slightly more our way. Can't really change any of those. We'll just send that there. I don't know. Did we sturdy defense already? I'm not sure if we should. I guess we will. Against my better judgment. Drawing 2 pages would be kind of nice right now. Fine. Don't even worry about it. Just go. There we go. Nice. Both hits. We're just straight up not doing enough damage and getting absolutely shit on already. Staggered. Cool. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. Literally did no damage, by the way. And we got essentially no burns. So that's really cool. All right. I think that just about does it for setup. In the sense that we're about as set up as we can be. Okay. Go. Outroll them all. Oh, it did not roll Philip. That's really cool. I'm really happy about that, actually. Yep. That's so sick. I don't know why I put that where I did. It didn't make any sense. That's a lot of really necessary damage we don't get now. And we're about to get staggered again. I think I might need to reset. Yeah, probably before we get too far in. Did we just lose someone? No, baby gone. Okay. We did lose someone. Okay. Yeah. How do I forfeit? Someone remind me. I'm just gonna P-space. Like, I don't see it going anywhere. So we're gonna P-space our way through it. Return to title, I think. Yeah, I don't want to risk it, so we're just gonna P-space. It's fine. We lost anyway, so it's not like it makes a whole hell of a lot of difference. Yeah, see, that's... Yeah. Like, we're getting the children knocked out, but also we've lost 2 characters already. I just don't see a ton going our way. Would be funny if you won with P-Space. It would be, actually. There is a certain amount of freedom to just pressing spacebar. And just being like, eh. Do it with it what you will. Yes, it unfolds as it may. You know? I mean, his health got pretty low on that one run. And he stopped taking damage, which means, yep, next phase. I'm gonna stick to it. Just P-Space. Go. You didn't block that at all? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What a dumb decision. Wow. So P-Space just, like, lost it. P-Space literally, like, was the reason that went the way it did. But we need a better start if we're gonna win that, so it's fine. Do I need to change anything? I'll ask again. I'll ask one more time. I don't think we have any other burn pages, except maybe Oscar, but that would mean disassembling Shao a little bit. And I'm not sure how much sense that makes. Like, Reinhardt and Angel seem to be the first 2 to go every time, so logic dictates, I don't know, that we throw in a Bremen. On hit with a combat, with a melee combat page. Activate each of the following effects. Each of the following? Holy shit. Actually, this might not be a bad idea. I think we might legit need to throw in Bremen. Let's try. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know what the harm is in attempting it. Let's see, how do we... Let's do Dante, revert, empty, unequip. Bremen. We're going to also give you the ability to apply burn. Because you're going to be a burn blunt deck. Flaming Bat. Gain 3 strength, no other allies are present, is literally irrelevant to us. We want when inflicting burn. And then what else do we want here? After spending charge? Nope. Reduce incoming damage? Sure. Why not? We've got the Nuovo fabric on our side, so that could go a long way. At the start of the scene, inflict 3 fragile. Restore 1 light, draw 1 page. If character didn't play any pages, no. No. Nope. Not Lion's Fist. What was the other one? Solar Plexus? Punch to the solar plexus? Bremen clearly wants to be on hit with a melee combat page, activate one of the following effects. Where was it? Was there something about blunt? After successful blunt attack, inflict 1 fragile. So we want to focus on blunt, but we don't need to be entirely blunt. Does that make sense? If I'm being blunt. What the fuck is a solar plexus? I think it's this. I think your solar plexus is your middle bone. Like this bone right here. Solar plexus. A collection of 2 bundles of nerves or a ganglion that each intertwine and pass the center location of the abdomen. Yo! Genuinely, I don't know how I just knew that, but also I knew that. Okay, I was a little too high. Solar plexus is your wind. Like, you know when something hits you right there and it knocks the wind out of you? That's why your solar plexus is getting hit, and then you're just... It ejects the wind from your lungs. That's kind of the whole... That's why that card is called that, because you're getting the wind knocked out of you because someone's wham, typically like an uppercut. Let's see. Is Fervor all used up? Do we have any Fervor left? No, we do not. Are any of the haulers available? No, they are not. Oh, wait. Mind Hauler and Health Hauler are on Bina right now. And I don't know if y'all know this or not. Bina's not using them at the moment. Hit that. Bro, hit that. Exactly. Exactly. Precisely. I kind of feel like we take these off. And we put them on Bremen for now. This page is currently attributed to another key page. Yes. Yes. Boom, boom. Oh, damn it. The hauler's going to be worth it. I think we... Mind, health, and I guess we could just go liquefied flesh, just cause. Mind Hauler on Malkuth too. Honestly, I won't lie. I feel like Malkuth is set up really well, and the stagger problem does not seem to really be as severe for her. If anything, Reinhard needs Mind Hauler. But even then, I don't know. I only said that because she got staggered a lot of times. Did she? Well, okay, maybe she did. Maybe we do try it. I think the only other available hauler right now is on Olivier. Yeah, everywhere else is already assigned. So we don't have an available hauler, technically speaking. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm trying to think of who could replace Dante and keep up as well. Beep boop. Indeed, Eyeless. Does anyone have any advice for replacing Dante's page? 101 and 53. Esther is technically already better. I just don't like how slow that page can be. Honestly, Nemo's ranged BS could be potentially viable. What happens if you clash a range page with a range page? Can anyone summarize that for me? I genuinely don't know. I don't know, but would Eugen be useful? I don't think so because of burn. I think Eugen gets taken out really early due to burn. I think that's the only downfall of that. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is revert, empty, and unequip. We're definitely going with something else. I think we honestly maybe try Esther. Fung. Basically melee versus melee. Pretty much. Also, hello. Hello, Fung. Welcome to the stream. It's already been an hour and a half. That's insane. How has it already been an hour and a half? Ugh. Was this set up as like a... What the hell? What the hell? What the hell-y? Speed die slot +1, gain an additional speed die at emotion level 3. Maybe a rapid gashes plus clone could help? You think? I don't know if I have enough clones. I don't. I would need another clone, which would mean burning which book? Oh, I can't burn any books. Never mind. So no, that's not feasible, unfortunately. Let's import Burn Shao for this one. And also Bremen, and then just work on the page from there. That kind of gives me a good jumping off point. Yes? Okay. Lots of slash, lots of block. We do have defensive dice power +1. which could actually come in handy pretty well. I almost wonder if Graze the Grass gets taken out in place of a Puppet Blockade. I know that sounds insane, but this is technically a 3/8. A 3/8. Oh, that's blunt damage. That might actually need to be reworked. Hold on. Is this dice power? Blunt dice power. Let's do that. Let's take out Stray Dog. Throw in Emma. 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll be 1 shy. We take out Liquefied Flesh. We throw in Lions. I think that's better overall. Because then, a 3/7/3/4 Puppet Blockade under these conditions now becomes a 3/8 block dice and a 3/5. Technically better than Graze the Glass. What is our Shao deck again? That right there. If you would like to pause for a moment on that or take a screenshot, we're going to keep working on Angel for just a moment. Let's see. So, I think Puppet Blockade and then honestly Gig might not be a terrible idea either. Again, if for no reason other than the dice power boost. Because a 3/6/3/6 becomes a 4/7/4/7. And I mean, we can leave forward march, but I think Graze the Grass goes. Gig replaces it. We've got Flaming Bat that also has the potential. Are we not using Fervid Emotion, Happy Memories? No. I think we took it out because there were just better cards. Fervid Emotions. I don't know. All dice on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. Do you recommend... Hello, Angela. Welcome to the stream. Do you recommend replacing it with anything? Like, Fervid Emotions is a little expensive if we're using it in combination with Raging Storm. And we started using Raging Storm to have an early option to deal with the children if they show up before we get our ego pages. So, we could also throw Fervid Emotions here. The point of Fervid Emotion is to combine it with Happy Memories, which can reduce its cost. Yeah, fair enough. So then, replace what with it? Or for it? Do you have any ideas? And would you recommend it on Malkuth or Griffin? Miris or Shao? Like, I feel like Shao has plenty of options once Ego gets involved. Whereas maybe Miris doesn't have as much. Do you know what I mean? If you are not using a deck dedicated for Fervid Emotion spam, then just don't use it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just kind of using all-round good decks right now is kind of the goal. Alright, continuing on then. The rest of this is pretty good. Honestly, Fervid Emotions could work on Bremen. Like, straight up. It could be a good just all-out, like, the blunt on it is boosted. So, like, realistically, I could kind of see an argument on hit with a melee combat page. I could see an argument for ditching Beyond for Fervid, on Bremen specifically. We've got plenty of light gain at the time, like at this point in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sources of it. 5 sources of it combined with page draw. There is an argument for not enough page draw is the only thing. Any suggestions on good page draw pages? I mean, I know the one. Usually with the Fervent Emotion deck, you just want 3 Brace Up, 3 Unlock, 3 Fervent Emotions or something like that? Really? So the whole point of that deck is Fervent Emotions. That's kind of wild. To be honest, we could try that with Reinhard. I mean, Esther's page is just slow is the only thing. But if we're doing Unlock, yes. You think yes, Will the Prescript? Maybe instead of Coordinated Assault? 5859. It's a little worse, but it gives us more page draw. So maybe we go Coordinated Assault, Will the Prescript. And then here, I believe your point was some Brace Ups, some Unlocks. But then again, after using 6 unique combat pages, doesn't that make locked potential locked forever? Would that mean Esther needs Bremen's page and Bremen would need... No, because then we're not benefiting from the blunt. Yeah, what? So usually this deck is just put on Shao. Oh, yeah, no, I kind of like Shao having, like, more versatility. Out of curiosity, how successful is that deck on Shao? Man, I'm running low on time. I gotta get moving. Pretty good. Interesting. Shao already has other AoE on her anyways. Hello, Ann. Welcome to the stream. True. True. That is true. Alright, Burn Shao has been updated for future reference. We'll empty it. We'll go Brace. We'll go... What was it? Unlock? And then Fervid. What a weird deck. Discard a random page, draw 2 cards. So you can just unlock 3 times, Brace Up 3 times, 3 times Fervid, spam it, and also use her egos occasionally. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see it. All dice on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels, which is pretty insane. Flaring Brand, inflict 1 to 2 burn on hit. When hit, inflict 1 to 2 burn on attacker. This only works on Malkuth, by the way, because Happy Memories. Sure, that makes sense. Even though I could put Happy Memories on anyone, I get your point. Alright, so Fervid spam. We can't put Raging Storm here, but... Actually, that's kind of all there is to it. We just can't, and that's it. That sucks. We could do... Honestly, Chi Wen would not be terrible here. I feel like the 10 less from burn, especially given the way this always seems to go, where we just get overwhelmed with burn, you know? What's the one dodge page that has quite a bit of burn on it? Not Gale Kick. I want to say it was a 2 cost, though. It's got an early dodge. Like, it starts with a dodge. It's not Fiery Dragon Slash. Decent card, but I feel like this one was better. Maybe it's under Urban Nightmare. Not Fierce Charge, not Trace of Fumes. One of my pages had it not long ago. Not searing short sword. Shearing short. And it's Ayan. Say what? Sounds like Leo is so page to me. Could be. Could be. I want to say it was a 2 cost. I really wish I could just remember the name of it. That'd make things a lot easier. Set fire. Nope, none of those. Beyond the Shadow is similar, but instead of bleed, it was burn. Now, where is that page? Scattering slash, no. Searing sword, no. Feather shield, no. Well, feather shield is interesting. I look away for 3 minutes and fucking Ann is in the chat now, apparently. Yep. Yep. That's what happens when you look away. You get distracted, Ann sneaks up on you. Fleet Edge is not it, but it's close. It's a similar card. Flow of the Sword is not it either. Where's my Nuggie? Everett, your Nuggie is on a different floor. I can't remember which one right now. Do you remember which one we put you on? Burning Flash. Where is this page? It's not Quick Suppression. Not Fiery. It's not even After Image. What's up, Gath? Hello. It seems like Fleeting Edge to me. It's not, though. That's the crazy part. Fleeting Edge is... No, because this page inflicts burn as well, I'm pretty sure. Did I make this shit up? Maybe I did, or maybe it was a 3 cost? I think there's police sirens outside. There are. Man, talk about frustrating. What is going on? I'm pretty sure it's not even Sturdy Defense, although I do wonder if Sturdy Defense is a better card than Emotional Turbulence throughout the whole game for Bremen. I think it might be. Am I insane for thinking so, chat? Like, if we go Sturdy Defense instead, how do we feel? Does that feel like a bad idea? Fiery Waltz. This is the card I was thinking of. If target has 4 or more burn, inflict 1 burn to all enemies and a 5/9 start for the dodge. I'm sorry for the AI video I send. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, and yeah, Kath, you jumped up to number 1. AI is annoying, but everyone's going to use it, so whatever. It almost feels like Fiery Waltz needs to go in there somewhere. Just because the burn stacking begins to go pretty insane pretty quickly. The only downside to that is that Sturdy Defense is kind of insane. Alright, so let's queue up Fiery Waltz for a second. I kind of feel like I might throw out Beyond and do Fiery instead for Miris. And honestly, maybe do the same for Esther. And to finish off this page, let's throw in... Honestly, I kind of forget what it's called, so I might go look real quick. Blunt Dice Power, no. Blunt Dice Power, no. Acceleration's interesting. Maybe it was liquefied I'm thinking of. Everett so silly? Indeed. Very silly. Very goofy guy. It might have been liquefied flesh that I was going to throw in there. Only because it makes Fiery Waltz even better, because it makes it a 6 to 10, which is kind of insane. No hollers. Hollers are applied where they can be. So, like, here, Malkuth Shao is so burn focused that, Reinhardt is kind of similar in that there's just other focuses happening. But then we've got the Mind Holler here. We've got Mind and Health Holler on Bremen. And that's it. They're assigned on these other floors, unfortunately. All right, let's try this. Let's just try it real quick. If it goes horrifically for Malkuth, then we know to switch her back. Because at least we will have tried, you know? Okay, you know the drill. I kind of think maybe we start Fervid. Yes, no, maybe. Genuinely asking the chat because I don't really... I've never played this deck before. Yes, start. Okay. So then... we win that clash no matter what, but I don't know if I want him taking less damage. I'd rather him take more, so maybe we go here. And then unlock... just make sure there's always at least one Fervid in Malkuth's hand. Got it. Will do. So happy members can target it. Yep. Sounds good. Go there. Go there. Now we're just going to follow up with our greatest hits. Like and such as... drawing one page. Yeah, we'll just leave that at that. What are you doing, grazing? You know what, though? I might as well go ahead and Emotional Turbulence and guarantee a lack of interaction happening there. Just to really lock down some genuine damage. And then we could... forward march. Yeah. I think I like that a lot more, actually. Let's go ahead and draw a page. We got a test run. Let's go. Okay. I would restore light there, but it's gonna be a waste of pages. Okay. I'll take neutral every time over a loss. We're already up to 20. If we can get that up high enough, we can go ahead and get his burn over 15. 21. I think it has to be at 24 or higher in order for him to be overheated on the first turn. We didn't get there. Oh, we did. Oh my god, we got there. Okay. We're already overheated? That's actually insane. Question. Fung. What if I go ahead and use a Fervid Emotions? Is that a terrible idea? Or is it reasonable just this early on? This would be this one time. Or is that bad? Because in my head, two unlocks here makes Malkuth feel so useless. Maybe I'm wrong. That's why I'm asking. I genuinely don't know. So please feel free to shed light. The scary thing is if happy memories just pop up and you can't target... Okay. Alright, 2 unlocks it is. And you're going there, so we will also go here. With Fiery. We're going to go here. With that. And we'll go here. Just like that. How goes it? Cthulhu, it goes. It goes. We're stuck. we're stuck. She will be useful once she gets to ramp up, so no worries. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to have faith. I think we just will the prescript there. Naturally. For several reasons. And then we're also going to gain a lot of smoke. Just about every chance we can. That is not Cthulhu? Oh, you're right. It's Cthulhu. Never mind. I got it wrong. That's my bad. Cthulhu. And actually... I do need to find some way to clash with that 3. Maybe just that. That might actually be good enough. Well, then again. Let's do that. Then that. And then that. And that allows Graze the Grass to go through without issue. Alright, Philip. Eat my shit. Yes! Oh god, yes, Fiery Waltz. I love that card. Fiery Waltz, my beloved. And it kind of looks like Unlock might go through without issue. Each time. Alright, that's fine. That's literally fine. We're not mad about it. We kind of want him to be... I was going to say not quite staggered, but able to stagger on the next turn. That might legitimately be perfect. Fung, I like the way your brain works. Combat page with the highest cost in hand is chosen. Yes, it is. Oh, he staggered. Alright, that's not good. Happy memories on Malkuth, simple as that. I'm late, but I'm here. Brian, welcome in. Alright, so now what makes sense to me is Fervent Emotions and then Brace Up. So that we can get 2 more Fervent Emotions that will be a little bit cheaper next time. So... Fervent Emotions, the Wound of Sorrow. Brace Up to just kind of wherever. Maybe the same place? Oh, I can't... Oh, I can't absorb that. Ah, damn it. Low-key, though, it's fine, because we'll get Burn applied, and... Oh, man, that's so frustrating. Brace up! Exactly. Exactly. You know what? I guess we'll go here just to avoid one less clash. One less lonely girl. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying right now? And then we could Fiery Dragon Slash. That would be a hell of a lot better than nothing. Actually. This right here. Literally that. Okay. Fervent Emotion at least? Yeah, we're getting Fervent Emotions off, and so that's fine. Strength. So that's like +2 dice power, essentially. On that card specifically. Smoke Prick to there. For what should be somewhat obvious reasons. Fiery Dragon Slash. I guess there. It's the only thing that kind of makes sense. It's a lot of unnecessary damage going to you as a result, though. which is pretty unfortunate. So will Fervent Emotions eventually become free? The combat page with the highest cost in hand is chosen. Using page with the same name will decrease the cost of every copy of that page the character currently owns by 1. Fervent Emotions eventually becomes free? I see now. It will eventually become 1. Low key, just as good. Not that big a deal. That's still kind of ridiculous. For sure. Like, not to be scoffed at. 100%. I kind of think we might Fervent Emotions here as well. Just looking at my other options, I don't know. I mean, we could will the prescript, but we already have so many pages. Fervid keeps any unnecessary damage from happening to Bremen, our beloved. And then we could gig just here randomly, just cause. Well, it's not random, it's for a reason, but if you know, you know. Okay, go. I refuse to overthink it. Nice. Yep. Uh-huh. Very well done. Okay. Not cool. We don't like that, but can't do much about it, so whatever. Kid took no damage, little shit. Fuck them kids. I'm glad someone finally agrees. Last time I said that was at my sister's baby shower. They were none too pleased, but I was like, what? You know I'm right. Come on now, what are we talking about? Alright, Fervid Emotions now cost 3, so now I'm thinking a Fervid and a Brace Up. Yet again. Go ahead and get it back in our hand. We also, once again, cannot Fervid Emotions, Wound of Sorrow. I'm not gonna lie, genuinely pissing me off. Make them fight the crying children. At this point in time, I would love that. I would love that so much. Just Brace Up there, I guess. Whatever. Who the fuck? This is so frustrating, dude. Holy cow. Why has it got to hit 3 freaking times is my... That's my big question in life. Thank God for sturdy defense. The problem is it won't block the big one. That's like the big issue. I guess we'll do it. I don't really have another good option. It is arranged. Just Fervid Emotions and Brace Up until Shao gets more speed dice. Yeah. So you can hit... It's a ranged card. Are y'all saying that? Because it'll cycle through these, right? You can block it with 1 high rolling die. Can I, though? I was just gonna do water because I haven't drank a lot. Thank you so much. Yes, if you win the clashes. Oh, it'll keep... Okay. So it only cycles to the next die if the 3 to 10 loses the 3 to 7. And then the 8 to 17... Okay. I got it. Alright. So I do have the right mentality that Sturdy Defense is a good option there. And that Will of the Prescript is my best option there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Yes, okay, cool. A melee offensive dice clashing against a ranged offensive dice will be cycled if it wins. No defensive dice don't get cycled, only offensive. Oh. Okay, then yeah, we're probably screwed, but whatever. I don't have another good option. So, Bremen, please be careful. Take the hit for us. Thanks. Signed, your team. Love you. I love you. I love you. Chi Wen, because we have burn right now, so that's actually just going to be a good thing for us overall. Emotional turbulence, pretty much wherever the most damage is happening. And I kind of think... Yeah, it's there. There's not even an I think there. It's just, that's what's happening. We can also defend ourselves, so not a big deal. Not as big a deal. With Smoke Blow. And then we'll... Okay. And 3 to 10 of 8 is something. I won't expect it to win much, though. Okay. I'm not expecting it to win. This probably won't go super well for us, but we're just wanting burn to be applied. So as long as that happens, which it should here every time, you know? And actually, I'm going to use the brace up here. Yeah. Yep. I would rather him take all of the extra hits that we can give him. So then why am I not puppet blockading? Because I'm a silly goose, that's why. Thank you for your gift. Oh, okay. Best Buy hit me with, thank you for your gift. It's like, I didn't give y'all a gift. I donated $1 the last time I went and bought something from there. That's why they sent me that email. Best case is if it wins, ties the second one, and let 8 to 17. Yes, that is the hope. Here we go. Let's fucking go! Oh, that wasn't great, but alright. Whatever. Ooh. I'm about to eat good, chat. We've got cheesy garlic bread. And chicken tetrazzini. Hey. What are we putting on Malcolm? Gluttony? Fuck your wound of sorrow? Exactly. Isn't spores good for burn? Yes. Spores, I feel like, is probably better here. What's gluttony even do? When attacking a target who already took damage on the same scene, deal 1 to 3 damage and recover 2 to 5 HP on hit. Ooh. Gluttony pretty good at keeping one person alive, if you ask me. Decisions, huh? When attacking a target who already took damage on the same scene. Spores is good for burn. Gluttony is pretty good at keeping one person alive, but it can be... I generally prefer sustain pages. We are kind of doing okay on burn. Who needs sustain? Miras, I guess, maybe? Miras seems to be struggling the most. So... Chat, how do we feel about Gluttony on Miras, our lowest health character at the moment? I need to eat a couple bites of my dinner. I'm not sure why, but it does feel like Mirus is getting targeted a lot and seems to be losing those clashes. So he's just targeted by the range pages for no real reason. Not like you want to tank those. So are you saying don't bother? If not, then you just grab Wingbeat Ego page for healing later. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So then maybe Spores for the extra burn and a bit of bleed? Is that what we're settling on? Because honestly, Spores would go ham with Fervent Emotions. That extra damage from bleed. No, Fung, you're right. One hit. Let's try it. Fourth match Flame makes the most sense. Yes, it is still good, usually. Oh? Oh, what? Pairs well with Loyalty Abnormality Pit? Oh, well. I'm thinking fourth match Flame on Weatherby, a.k.a. Olivier, because he has they have the most light. Unless Mirus makes more sense. Just kidding. Or unless Malkuth makes more sense because of reasons. Fourth match Flame it is. To right there. You want Malkuth to go full ramping up? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So in that case, Fervent Emotions may be here. The 5-9, we block. We don't have 10 or more burn. The 5-9, we block. The 5-9, we block. Or at least more than likely, we block, sorry. The 4-8 gets hit with a 3-8. So, good potential there. The only thing I would do differently is if 5-9, 5-9, 4-8. 5-9, 5-9, 4-8. Maybe use this and... No, I can't. The 3-8 is a counter dice? Yeah, that'll come up whenever the 4-8 goes to swing at us, right? It's not getting used on the third dice. Won't it, though? In a clash? Won't it as soon as he goes to hit me, or am I thinking incorrectly? But you know what? Screw it. We're going to use this. We're going to use Fervent Emotions here. Fiery Waltz will go here. It's activated when getting one-sided. Okay. Thank you for the additional correction, because I forgot about that. Genuinely. My cat woke up. That's when you scoop it up and you give it all the lovin's. That's how that works. At least in my house. Once an animal is awake, receive lovin's. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. You know what I mean? I'm so tempted to Flaming Dragon Fist your fucking face right now, dude. Fourth match Flame should take care of all the children's attacks, or at least hopefully. Yeah, that's also my hope. But my luck has a way of making funny jokes, so we will see. I want to intercept that, I think, with Smoke Prick. Let's get some smoke in your eye. And then we can unlock as well And then we might as well... Guidance. Okay. And then for this, does brace up twice make more sense than unlock, or does a brace up and an unlock? Because unlock is not in a state to gain light yet. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we would want to unlock and then brace up, unlock. Yeah, okay. Brace up, unlock. All right, now you can still go. Maybe we fervent emotions unopposed just to really lay it on thick. We could also save it and go fiery. I think we'll go fiery. So let's do fiery, moving it back to there. Will of the City, because we don't intend to clash. And then multi-slash for the same reason. Okay. The children aren't really getting focused on, but I kind of want him to stagger, so... Is what it is. There we go. Everyone hit. So then here's pretty simple. All we need to do is brace up, fervent emotions, and then we win. We're gonna fervent emotions that. And we're gonna fervent emotions that one too. Because I'm pretty sure we can outroll that successfully all the way through. Every single time. Ooh. Let me swap that out. No, I can't. Never mind. Really good position here, if you ask me. I agree. I feel the same way. I think the only downside right now is that I can't very successfully move Wound of Sorrow. So we're going to have to get a little creative in dealing with Wound of Sorrow. It's not untenable. It's just not ideal. True Trigram, I think, deals with it. Almost entirely. I'll go ahead and restore one light just to reset that. Not the smartest play, but it's also the best play long term, I think. More than likely. Let's also go down here. And we're going to roll with... It's an 8 to 14. I feel like Chi Wen is kind of our... Nothing's a great option here. Chi Wen's our most sensible. Unfortunately. Definitely not good. Like, we're not in a great position at all. You know? Chi Wen just to reduce the damage. Yep, that was my thought exactly. For here, honestly, Flaming Dragon Fist is the safest. Is it the most necessary? Motion level 4? Yeah, I think we do Flaming Dragon Fist just to... I mean, it just really nails it home. And that's going to be a really good clash for us anyway. Last but not least, Fervid Emotions. No. Actually, Sturdy Defense. To there. Sturdy, more safe. Yep, I agree. I agree. I might honestly go ahead and Fervid. Should I Fervid elsewhere? Yes. No. Well, yeah. Let's Fervid there. The children's maybe? Actually, I kind of forgot we need to clash with them. So I thoroughly appreciate that reminder. Let's go ahead and set up some good clashes with them in general. I don't think we mind Feeble too much. But we could also just will the prescript. And then unlock. And then multi-slash. And then we might as well gig somewhere. It's got to go somewhere. It might as well go... Is that the mass? That's the mass. We're probably just going to take that, but I'm going to send it there anyway. Hoping for the best. If it dies before it gets to us, that would be really ideal and really cool and super chill. And we want that to clash there. Okay. We want that to clash there. All right. Brace up going unopposed. Mass. Mass. Best result for mass. Safe for mass. Probably safe for mass. Clashing, clashing, one-sided clashing. All right. So no need to focus on them too much. True. Yeah, that's why everything else is like pretty heavily Philip tipped. And go. Good rolls, good rolls. We'll take it. It's fine. The forecast is down to 0. Let's go. Fervent Emotions now cost nothing. We're in there like swimwear, chat. Stillwater. Oh, this was the last short before bed for me. Welcome in, Stillwater. Stick around for a second. Might be a GG. Spores on Malkuth, maybe? Yep. Wing beat. Okay. I will watch for a few minutes. That's all we need. Wing beat, yeah. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. No real need for mass now? Eh. You know what I mean? Oh, shit, wait. Let's have Fervid clash there. And then Fervid will go unopposed. There. And then brace up, yeah. Right there. Oh, yeah, it's so good. Fourth match flame is going to come from Miris because, I mean, it's just fitting. It's tradition. You know? It's just tradition. And that's going to get absolutely shreked. At best, it might tie. I'm confident in that. Perhaps two. Excuse me, confident. But you know what? Fuck it. It's fine. It's okay. We're good. We're so good. We're so fucking good. He is strength in 3. That does pose a little bit of a potential problem. Let's restore 1 light. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Because it reuses. Yep. It is arguably the best joke in this game. And I mean that in a good way. Bwah, 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 bwah. Bwah, 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 bwah. Sturdy defense is overkill, and guess what? I don't fucking care! Ha ha ha! You're gonna fucking die, Philip! This is your last night alive. You hear me? You crybaby motherfucker. You're worth nothing. Even your team resented you. Everyone in your life has always hated you. They've only put up with you because you were there. No one's ever loved you. No one ever can, and no one ever will. You're nothing. You're nothing more than the past. And tonight you fall. All right. You should suppress yourself now? True. Well, time to go to bed. See ya. Or bye. Same here, Stillwater. Same here. Also, what food is that? That was, what did I call it? Chicken tetrazzini or something? It's some kind of chicken. Pasta and cheese bread. And it was garlic cheese bread. It was delicious. When the winning fight is so easy... Thought I heard something. When the winning fight is so easy, you question what was your previous struggle. What your previous struggle was for. Philip card? Yep. Yeah, honestly, the previous struggle was just kind of not following Fung's advice. You know, Fung? Alright. Chesed, Gabura, and Tifereth. Next time on Karos' stream, we begin the next 3. Gabura is easy, by the way. Fuck you for saying that. Because now I'm going to struggle. 100% I will struggle now. The only good news is I can reassign all of these pages. And I'm going to have to because Tifereth is naked. Gabura is nearly naked. Only not because Gabura has the red mist page. And I think everyone else, yeah, everyone on Chesed is naked as well. Okay. I just quit the game from here, right? Just quit out, and then that's it? I'll keep garlic cheese bread in mind. You should. Look at this stuff. It's delicious. I think it's Texas Toast brand, or like It's on Texas Toast. I don't remember what the brand is. The toast itself is so good. Escape and quit, yeah. I first tried Gabura, realized I didn't solo her like I intended to, reset it to do fight again, and lost 4 times in a row somehow. That will be my experience, 100%. We're going to quit. We're going to switch over to face cam. Wait. Actually, I forgot one thing. I really enjoy ending the streams like this. Does anyone else care for this? Like, is anyone else... Am I boring y'all to tears by doing this? You're not going to hurt my feelings by answering, by the way. Honestly, I just legit want to know. It just feels like a really good way to kind of bring everything down. You know what I mean? No, it's fine, LOL. Okay, cool. We're looking for a Kalos final stage. I think Primarina? Is Primarina from Kalos? Let's find out. Damn it. No, I enjoy some Pokedoku. Okay, cool. I know Chestnut, but I can't think of any of the others. I'm not even logged in. What the hell? Let me take this off screen to log in real quick. I really thought it would log me in. I don't know why it didn't. Boom 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 da ba da boom 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 da boom boom da boom boom da boom da. Doom ba ba 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 doom. There we go. That's better. Okay. Continue. All right, chat. We should be good to go now. This shit game so bullshit. What game? I'm not a Pokemon dude, but it's pretty funny to watch. All right, cool. Yeah. It's trying to log me in now. Give me 1 second. It says you're signing back into, but then it's just spinning and thinking. Whoa, this song's kind of hype already. Ooh, 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 ooh. Speaking of Pokemon, we went to a city that is like less... It's not as like densely populated. So, we had the golden opportunity to find a box of Pokemon cards that had this in it. Oh, cool. We're ready. All right, I'm going to move this back over. Right there should be good. Slide that up. It had a lenticular Charizard card in it. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Oh, it looks really sick on camera. What the heck? That looks so cool. That looks even cooler on camera. Rawr. Rawr. That's so neat, dude. It looks so much cooler on camera than in person. What's weird is the whole back of the card is like extremely reflective. It's really weird. Most of the oversized cards are matte finish, just like the actual cards. Anyway, Chestnut I know for a fact because Chestnut is in my Pokedex. And also, I just remember that being from Kalos. The final evolution, I don't know Kalos, so if anyone knows Kalos well, let me know. No, don't worry about it. I just suck. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Final evolution Alola. I'm going to go Alolan Raichu, I think. Alolan Raichu is my favorite Pokemon from Alola. Please work. Yes! Let's go. That is my favorite Pokemon from Alola. Final evolution Fire type is... I mean, let's just... I don't want to do Charizard. That feels so easy. I kind of feel like Ceruledge would be cooler, because I'm pretty sure this is Fire Ghost. Yeah, Ceruledge was a lot more unique of a choice. Evolved by level up. I mean, any of the starters. For a fire type, it's any of the starters. For Alola, it's any of the starters. And one of the Alolan starters was... Actually, let me just pick a Pokemon from Alola. Dugtrio. Let's go Alolan Dugtrio. Sorry, I know I'm kind of a one-hit wonder here. Dugtrio, Alola. There we go. Oh, I played myself, because now I've got to think of a ground type from Alola. And I'm not overly familiar. Let's go evolve by level up a fire type. A fire type that evolves by level up could be so many. I think I want to go Centiscorch just because that's unique. I'm pretty sure Centiscorch evolves from something. I remember earlier I was zoned into hearing about Naked Gabura. I did mention that, yes. What was going on? We were discussing Gabura. Maybe you should have been paying more attention. No, I'm kidding. I think Fletchender becomes fire flying. So let's try that. Let's go! Oh, that was such a... Yeah, that's another, like, really unique guess. Fire ground type is such an annoying combo. Is that Torkoal? I don't think Torkoal is fire ground. I'm pretty sure Camerupt might be. Hell yes. Much safer pick on that one. Oh man, and a lowland ground type is so tricky. Honestly, all of Kalos is going to trip me up like crazy. Does anyone have any ideas on Kalos Pokemon? Any suggestions? I just don't even know. I'm going to go Chestnut just to be safe for now. I need to play more of the Kalos games. I've actually been playing through... Is this on? Okay, good. I've been playing through Pokemon Y on my DS. But I have not beaten the games, and I've not played it in a long time, so I'm just not familiar with the region at all. I got nothing. Literally same. Evolve by level up. Is it cheating if I try to look at my Pokedex in Y? I guess probably. Not even probably. It literally would be cheating. A ground type from Alola. The problem is, I can't even think of a lowland Pokemon right now. A ground type from Kalos. Who would be a ground type from Kalos? These three are going to absolutely demolish me. What is Chestnut's previous stage? Chespin? Yeah. But what's Chespin's second stage would be the question. Pokemon must originate from this region, evolved by, requires post-evolution Pokemon. And that's a bit of a problem for me. Is Archeops? Archon and Archeops are Unova, I think. It's so annoying. I know all of... Maybe Excavavir's Kalos? It is not. Okay. It must also be Unova. I can't even think of what stuff originates from Kalos. Not Stantler. Oh, there's a dog Pokemon that's really big and fluffy. Oh man, what is that thing called? Sir something? No. It starts with an S, I'm nearly certain. Stan. Not Mabostiff. No, none of these. Stoutland. What? Is that also Unova? Holy cow, Kalos and Alola are really big gaps in my Pokemon knowledge, I'm realizing. Man, what evolves from Kalos? Stoutland must be from Alola. Let's try Stoutland. Maybe it's a ground normal. Son of a gun. That sucks. Mudbray. Duh. Mudbray, and then, Mudbray evolves. Oh, Greninja is there. Okay. Okay. Diggersby I would have never gotten. I can't even remember that Pokemon. And then Mudbray would have been, I guess, it's Mudbray and then something else. I can literally see it. I just can't think of its name. Man, that's rough. Oh, well. Oh, well. We did pretty good, I would say. Okay. That has been this stream. I think it went pretty well overall. I had a good time. I hope you did too. And if you didn't, don't tell me. That will hurt my feelings. No, I'm kidding. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, like the stream, etc. We won't be live this Friday. I should have made this more clear sooner. And honestly, what I need to do tomorrow is get a release schedule out for the month and the month of August. I have a family vacation, so I'll be gone Thursday night. Won't even be at my setup Friday. My family probably doesn't want me streaming from my phone and showing them off on the channel. So we have schedules. We do on and off. I'm the one that puts them out, and I work 50 hours a week, so it's hard to keep up with. But if you go to minor announcements on the Discord, you can see streaming schedule for March. I haven't updated it since then, so I need to stay more on top of it more regularly. I low-key thought you just updated on a whim. I have been. That's the problem. The schedule is Monday and Friday every week. The only thing that happens is like something comes up. I don't have Discord yet. Fair enough. I basically can't stream Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Some Wednesdays are kind of maybe, but anyway, Monday and Friday is my only like guaranteed, like I have those evenings empty in my life. Yeah, so I need to just release the schedule and get it out there for like July and August and just go ahead and get caught up. But I'll work on that maybe tomorrow and we'll have it out. I won't be here Friday, but I will see you all next Monday, July 28th, and again on August 1st, on Monday, August 4th, and Friday, August 8th. So we'll have a nice full schedule back-to-back coming up soon, and hopefully we'll be done with Library of Ruina maybe on July 1st. Maybe we'll August 1st. Maybe we'll ring in the month of August with a victory lap, having conquered and defeated Library of Ruina. Until then, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to continue doing that. Enjoy yourselves as always. And as always, be sure to enjoy yourselves. And as always, stay frosty and stay humble.